This is where the academic meets the other elite. Thought-provoking dialogue, conversations that change direction. The intellectual thought podcast, knowledge in motion, purpose and sound. This is the intellectual thought podcast.
Welcome to the Intellectual Thug Podcast. And I'm going to give you a few minutes to introduce yourself and share with our listening audience exactly what it is your encounter and medical challenge was. But it's important for me to always inform our audience that when they enter into this space, it's so important that they are 10 toes down. Y'all with me? Wiggle them toes. I know we can't see their toes up under the table. Melvin, I see you wiggling your toes. I need you to be 10 toes down and 2 ears up. That's what we want our audience to start listening to this. Understanding that we have the control to change our medical landscape. Mm-hmm. Yes. And if we as a people don't do it, we certainly cannot ask anybody else to do it. So part of the significance of the Intellectual Thug Podcast is to make reference to time. That's why I have an hourglass. And Holly, would you be kind enough to flip it over? Because one thing we know about time, it waits for no one. Am I right?
Sure.
And the other significant piece that I have in front of us is the microscope, to encourage people to take the information, the data, whatever you're receiving, and you examine it. Mm-hmm. You can't go wrong right now because everything happens on the internet. Mm-hmm. Mr. Google can do everything. Yeah. And we ain't gonna get into his first cousin, AI.
Okay. That's true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So just so you understand the formatting of the Intellectual Thug Podcast, and thank you for coming into this space. I'm your host, Lady Pamela, and this podcast is based upon Sigmund Freud, Dr. Sigmund Freud. When I was working on my PhD several years ago and turned in my research papers, and those professors run no slack. I got my papers back and it was more red marks than anything. But I always included this quote that Dr. Sigmund Freud had. And it simply says, the voice of an intellect. Did you hear that? The voice of an intellect is a very soft one. But it will not rest until it gets a hearing. So, being an intellectual person, we have to keep at it. And you don't have to blare it and be boisterous and overbearing, but we do have to be consistent. So that's why I came up with the Intellectual Thug. Come on, will somebody work with me and get at it? Because I am your intellectual thug, because I want to know the data involved in everything that I'm doing, why I'm doing, why is it affecting me, and greater than that, the expansion of that, how it affects my people. Y'all, I need some help in this space today. So it's 10 toes down, 2 ears up, and to know and understand that when you are in this space, growth is non-negotiable. You're going to grow. Mm-hmm. And the audience, I refer to this all the time. If you think, I don't want to know about this, I don't care about this, that's a bunch of trash. Well, today is not the day to take the trash out. How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
You need to listen to this.
Yes.
And integrity is currency, because you're about to get paid.